Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Creators Block podcast. And if you're new, welcome. But on this episode, we have a special guest. His name is FUI SEV. Now, FUI stands for something, and we refer it a lot and throughout the podcast. It's actually a pretty funny story. But the way I can describe FUI SEV is that he's an overall businessman and entrepreneur. He's into so many different genres and topics that it was kind of hard to keep track of, to be honest. He does music. He's like a property manager. He's a tattoo fanatic. He's done music promotions. And so what actually impressed me the most was his history and how he transformed it. And he changed his path, and for the better, of course. And the way he did it, it's just an interesting story. It's very humbling, and it was such a nice experience. And I'm grateful that I had the opportunity to sit down with him and just talk about life and everything. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Like I said, in the description there is a timeline, so if you want to go ahead and skip, you should probably just click on it. I wrote it for a reason, so don't worry, I won't feel bad. But anyway, here's the podcast. Okay, really quick, right before we start, I actually just wanted to give a shout out to our sponsor, Creators Block. Now, Creators Block is how we get the Creators Block podcast up and running. So what Creators Block is, it's a platform for creatives to come and tell their story, whether it's through merch, short films, or even this podcast. Creatives can come and express themselves and let everyone know what their vision is. And if you want to learn more, visit creatorsblock.com without the K at the end. And here's the podcast. So Sev,
What's up?
how are you, man?
Doing well, bro. How are you?
Good.
Word.
How was last night?
Last night was epic. It was a wild night. Last night was a wild night. Jersey Shore knows how to party. That's all I know. That's all I'm saying. The Jersey Shore gets wild. Yeah, it gets wild.
So let's start with your name. What's your full government name?
My full government name cannot be disclosed at this time, depending on legal cases out there. My first name is Mike, but my stage name I go by is FUI SEV.
FUI SEV.
Yeah.
So what does FUI stand for?
FUI stands for fucked up individual. So
How'd that come about?
basically every single person is fucked up. Like everybody's fucked up, but I just took it because we all do fucked up things, and a fucked up individual doesn't necessarily mean somebody that's, a bad person. It's just somebody that has the capability of doing fucked up things and that has done fucked up things in the past. But the name just hit. A lot of girls be like, "Oh, you're fucked up." You're fucked up. The girls be like, "Yo, you're so fucked up," and I was like, "Yo, like, what you mean?" So it just came about, and fucked up individual. It's not just me though. It's a group of us. That's FUI.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's a group of us for fucked up
Kinda
individuals,
like ASAP crew and shit.
like the ASAP mob crew. Yeah,
Oh.
So FUI is more than just FUI SEV. FUI is like a organization, a brand. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're FUI SEV.
I'm FUI SEV. Yeah.
Who are the other members?
We have Bobby Crud.
Bobby Crud.
Yeah, we have Papa Left. Yeah, there's a few people. Their names I'm not going to drop just yet because we're working on a big project, and we're gonna introduce the world to everybody apart. But I'm like the first person a part of this FUI to come out.
So how'd that come about then?
So Bobby Crud is like mainly the founder of FUI. He's the main one that really came up with the whole fucked up individuals thing or whatever. And the girls would always call me fucked up. So I was like, you know what? I like that a lot. So FUI is just like a family in a sense,
Okay.
It's like a family. It's cool. It works.
It sounds cool.
It works.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you exactly do?
All right. So basically my name is FUI SEV. I'm a rapper. I'm an entertainer. I'm the businessman behind everything. I do a lot of the business work. I handle a lot of the contracts. I handle a lot of the shows, the bookings, the touring, as well as, record music myself. I'm the one that has to make the scheduling and do all the
Oh,
get
really?
everybody on task. Yeah, to get everybody on task. I also I go to Rutgers Business School,
Hey.
so I'm like a legit professional business, because this music industry is not just about let me just be really popular. It's about making an income.
Yeah, it's business.
And making
man.
it's a business. It's 10% music in 2019 and 90% business.
What semester are you in
I'm a
Rutgers?
junior. I'm a junior.
Junior?
I'm in the Rutgers Business School in New Brunswick.
You expected to graduate next year or the year afterwards?
2021, 2020. It
Okay.
depends though, man, because these classes are out of control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to Montclair State. I graduated in finance.
Okay. Yeah.
The most difficult fucking
Yes,
thing
it's out of
for me.
control. That's what I'm saying. The classes are out of control. Like, there's no reason why. Like, it's just not. The classes aren't hard. It's more of a time-consuming thing.
Yeah.
I came up with the whole idea, and like I'm sure everybody knows this already, but GPA is not about how smart you are. It's more about how much time you put into your classes.
Maybe, man. I mean, okay, so this is the thing. My last professor, like the last class I needed to take, so they called him. His name is Professor Lord.
Okay.
Fucking suits it, right?
Already, yeah, already.
Right. So people from Montclair State know who this guy is. So the thing is, when you're in finance, there's only one professor who teaches this one course.
Okay.
And you have to take that course before you graduate.
Okay.
And he's been doing it for like 40 years and stuff, right? So the thing is, the way he grades is that he grades based on class average.
Okay.
So if your whole class is doing trash, the class average is trash. And naturally, the tests are somewhere between 20 to like 60.
Wow.
All of them. He curves it based on the average, but he only curves it enough for you to pass.
Wow.
So if you got like a 20 in the exam, but the whole class did like a 40, then you're 20 under the class average, meaning you'll get like a 60.
Wow.
So you still fail, like
you still fail, but you don't fail as bad.
And so if your class is like smart as hell, you're assed out, man.
Yeah. That's not cool.
And the homeworks are group homework assignments, and they're worth 65% of your grade.
Oh, that's not cool. His name is Professor Lord. I don't like. He's been doing it for 40 years. My name, Professor Lord.
I was so stressed out with that, man.
Yeah.
I've never struggled. Like, okay, so I've always been like a really good BC student. Like,
okay.
I found that the return of me to try to go for an A is not worth the return of like what I get, you know?
Okay.
So I'm a really good BC student. I'm just like, you know what? This is as far as I'll go for school because like I know how much school is gonna actually help me for me personally because I don't really like it.
Yeah.
But that class, like I quit my job and everything like for that class, yo.
Okay. Yeah.
Hard,
it's very
man.
stressful. School is very stressful. But like the reason why I'm in school, is I was incarcerated for 3 years when I was 25 years old because I was just in the street partying. I was wilding. I'm FUI SEV. I'm a fucked up individual. So I was just out there doing wild things and going out there being crazy, partying, running with the gang, the guys or whatever. I ended up catching a case. I did my time. And while I was in there, I was thinking, I was like, all right, well, if I could do this, I could do anything else.
Yeah.
Mentally, it's a mental challenge. Like a lot of things in life is just a mental challenge and how tough you are mentally. You know what I'm saying? So you make things work or whatever. But I'm there now. I'm in one of the top schools in the world for business. I got a lot of things going on. That's hopefully
that's good, man.
Yeah. So I got a lot of things going on. That's looking like to be profitable. Let me turn my phone down. There's a lot of people be texting me, calling me.
You get them out.
The girls be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, what do you mean? What am I doing?" Like, I'm at a podcast right now, Creators Block.
Is that me? What the fuck?
I don't know what's going on right now. No, mom. No, mom. No, I'm joking. Can you imagine if my mom and I'm talking about girls? All right.
They gotta get these girls off of me, man.
Oh my god. Yeah, right. It's my mom though. Love my mom. Shout out, mom. Love you. All right. What's next though?
All right. So, you were going with your story with like how did you're going to business school and it's more of a mentality thing.
More of a mental thing. You gotta put a lot of effort into it. You gotta take it serious. Whatever you do, like whatever I do personally, I take it extremely serious. I take myself serious. I did everything I do, I take serious. So like I just try to do the best that I can. If whatever I'm trying doesn't work out the way I want it to, it's not the end of the world. But what matters is that I tried the hardest. I did the best that I could do. I'm okay with failing.
That's really good. Yeah, and you seem that way. Like when I met you, like you seem like you're on top of it, and like you're okay if things don't go the right way. But, because you tried. Like you're right. Like at least you put it your all. Like you're not going to be disappointed in the result. You know.
And I think that's really important, though, man. As long as you try, I can't take failing for lack of work ethic. If you don't have all the money in the world and you don't have everything else in the world, what you have to do is outwork. The competition. Man. You got to outwork the competition. And that's what really FUI and the whole brand is all about is, working hard.
And that's good because you guys are turning something into like I mean, the name itself, like if you hear it, I guess people don't automatically affiliate with like positivity, but
Nah, not
like
at
the way
all.
you guys funnel it,
Yeah,
you made it into like a
yeah.
positive thing.
It's actually gonna be.
So eventually, it's gonna be known for like it's gonna be affiliated with
It's
like positivity, you
yes,
know.
it's gonna be a business. We're gonna be doing major things for the community. We got a lot of things planned for the community. In the less fortunate areas, we have a lot going planned. Even though the name is a little extreme, I
Yeah,
would
but
say.
it's just a
It's
name
just a
though.
name,
Yeah.
but everybody is fucked up in their own way. They did something where they have their fucked up thoughts. Everybody has them, and we have laws and things that protect people from acting on those fucked up ideas or whatever they have in their
And it's an
brain.
abbreviation anyway, so
Yeah,
it could be
it's
PG.
abbreviated.
It could be
But
PG.
when we're in the boardroom, when we're sitting in the boardroom, the name goes for financially unified individuals. Okay. Sitting down with the boards and stuff. FUI, what's it stand for? I'm like, yo, financially unified individuals. Or even in court, they even ask me in court, what does it mean? I'm like, financially unified individual. What does it mean? Financially unified
Yo,
individual. That's what it
that's
means.
funny,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Could literally get away with like these
yeah.
old folks.
Yes, yeah. So like, if this was like a corporate type of a podcast, like and like the CEOs and everybody's watching, I would have said, "What did you say? We're financially unified individuals." They're like, "Oh, okay, that's very nice," and would have kept it moving. Yeah,
Yo, oh my
yeah,
god, you guys are smart.
yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
if that came out like by coincidence or if you guys planned it, but like that's smart.
yeah, yeah. It's cool. It's cool.
All right, so when I think of a creative, naturally, I didn't think of myself as a creative.
Okay.
Back then, like you just don't like. I wasn't into art. My brother was mostly into art. He does the
Okay.
music and everything, and like I'm more logical, quote
Okay.
unquote.
Okay.
So you're going to business school.
Oh.
I went to business school.
Mm-hmm.
People don't think of that as a creative. How do you consider yourself as a creative? Because you're into several things,
Yeah.
and how do you consider that being a creative?
Uh, being creative, it's more of individual aspect of things and how you see your like perspective and taking what's inside of your brain and the emotions that you're going through and whatever's going on in your life or the past things in your life and being able to express it in a way. If it's through studying 24 hours a day because you're stressed out everything else in your life, but you're really good at your schoolwork, so you want to be creative in your academics, or you want to be creative in music. So you lock yourself in a room for 18 hours, and you drink, Patron the whole entire time, to get that emotions out on a microphone. Or you're a writer and you sit down for 3 months in your house trying to write a book or a piece, just so that you can express your emotions and whatever's in your brain. Or an artist wants to draw, and it all comes from inside of who you are. But everybody expresses their creativity differently, even the way we dress.
Yeah,
Every morning everybody say, I'm not creative. Yeah, you are.
you dress
You
yourself
dress
right.
yourself this morning. Yeah, you decide to wear whatever socks or shirt and match this, or earrings, whatever accessories. You're being creative with your own look. You
And
know,
what do you currently do? So you do music. You're
I
in
do. I do
business.
music. We got a couple properties that I got that I do Airbnb with.
Oh, nice.
We're looking to start a coffee company, a franchise
Yes,
coffee
I want to
company.
talk to you about that.
Yeah.
All right,
We are. What else am I doing?
much to count.
Yeah, it's too much thing. Because all right, so yeah, we can talk about the coffee thing in a minute, but like, there's a lot that goes on because Oprah Winfrey, she has like 300 ways. Don't quote me on this. I'm not 100% sure if this, but she has a lot of ways of making money, a lot of different streams of income. Okay, so like she's making money while she's sleeping. She's doing all these things. She has like over 100 different ways
Yeah, I mean,
of.
when you're a billionaire, you don't get like that for a
You
reason.
don't get like that for a reason. You need a lot of different streams of income, and one fails, whatever you got. So I'm just trying to make sure I have at least 5, 6 different streams of income. And then I want to grow obviously more and more and become more of a businessman as I get older and mature in my professional life. But yeah, you know.
So what was the first thing you got into? How did you get into music actually? Let's
All
start with
right,
that.
so music I got into. I was always the cool guy, kind of like in high school. I played football. I don't know if you can tell by the size, but I played football.
Just like gotta flex real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah. Start bouncing the chest. Yes, I played football, so I always had an outgoing personality. I was always cool like that, and then I could dance a little bit. I caught rhythm. I got a little rhythm. So I was like, okay. So I started making
Being
music, but
modest.
yeah, yeah. I never took it serious though. I never
Yeah.
took it serious. But I released a few songs on MySpace. I don't know if you remember MySpace back in the day.
Yo, oh
Okay,
my god.
so I got contacted by a label down in Tennessee to go down there, and they showed me around. They wanted to sign me. I was like 17 years old. I had no idea. I went down there with my mom, and they wanted to sign me. So we went in there. They took me a tour. They took me in a limo to a studio. There was like $1 million, but upstairs, downstairs. They took me to the magazine company.
Oh
They took me around.
wow.
They tried to show like fancy, like They show you everything first, and then they take you in the back room to talk to you about the business aspect of it. When they offered the contract, it was a very bad contract. I remember, my mom wasn't happy with the contract. I was too young to sign the contract with myself. So my mom
You
said,
needed your mom. Yeah.
yeah, my mom was like, nah, like you're not doing this. Like, go play football or something. Like you're not gonna do this. And I was like, all right. This was in Tennessee too. We lived in Jersey. All right, this is Tennessee. So I rejected that record contract.
How did you feel about that though? Like when
I was a kid, so I was upset. I was like, "Mom, you ruined my chances." Like, I was a kid, so like I thought like a kid, So I was like, "Oh, you ruined my chances." Like I could have been, Michael Jackson. I could have been like big, whoever I like in the music industry. So I always been good with music and words and wordplay and rhythm and just being. My thing is the party guy, right? I party. I know how to party very well. I've been doing it for years. I worked in New York City. I partied last night. Like I party. I'm Jersey. I'm a Jersey boy. Okay, so us Jersey boys, like we party.
But I remember you mentioned like you party and stuff, but you used to do promotion, right?
Yeah, I used to do promote. I used to promote for MMG, Rick Ross, Meek Mill back in like 2012, 2011 with Pima events. I used to work with them. I did a couple shows, where you're doing backstage promoting. I met a lot of people, a lot of models and artists, comedians, all backstage. And it's backstage is real crazy. I know what goes on backstage. It's real crazy backstage. Like people that go to shows and like they're in their seats, waiting for the show to start.
You notice like what's going on.
Backstage is out of control. Okay, it's a lot of stuff going on backstage. It's a million different people back there walking around. I don't even know if they're supposed to be back there, but people are just back there walking around all over the place. And but yeah, so I used to work with MMG. That was really exciting. I also did event management in New York City in the meatpacking district at clubs in New York City. I worked. I don't know. When I was younger, before I got incarcerated, I did a lot of partying, and that's where a lot of my popularity came from. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you meet a lot of people in parties, man. I mean, if you take it to like the networking kind of aspect, like this is why like fraternities and like rats and like are very important.
Yes.
I never got a chance to do that because I was working full time trying to pay for school to do that. But if I did, I think that's a very smart move.
It is a smart move, but you're also drugs, drinking, like you're also beating yourself up.
If you look past that, because if I would have done it, it would have been more of that aspect. Because I don't even drink now, you know. Like
okay,
I
so
don't,
you never really do any substances or at all, and you're really like just being there, just being in any party where there's people is an awesome networking opportunity.
Yeah,
and that in Rutgers they make it really important to make sure that you go to all the networking events, you meet, shake hands, your professors, you do all this stuff, and you network as much as possible. And they put a big strength on, build relationships.
Is that where do you think? Because you seem like you have an entrepreneur mindset.
Absolutely.
Is that where you think it stemmed from? Or how do you think that started?
I just think being in the streets when I was younger, like being in Rahway, because I'm from Rahway, New Jersey. So being in the streets, being around my cousins sold drugs. So like I just watching all this stuff.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Don't quote me on that. Nah, but just seeing how the world goes, and then everything is around us makes money. When I was young, I realized like everything around us makes money. Everything you see in America, even from the roads, the trees, the landscaping, to everything makes money.
No, that's true.
Even the garbage on the street, somebody needs to get paid to pick it up. Okay. So seeing that, I was like, all right, people love to party and clubs and stuff. So I do parties, and I made a lot of money at parties in college. That's how I was able to pay for things. Yeah,
wow.
I threw parties, and that's how New York City heard about me. That's how MMG heard it, because I threw parties.
So then you did it more at a more professional level.
Way more professional level. I got paid a lot of money to, in New York City to work at the parties. Yeah. New York City,
especially parties, man, because people have it all the time. So it's just like
every day of the week there's a party going on somewhere. There's a lot of people are stressed. So a lot of stress, a big stress reliever is going to parties, and then a lot of people are also single. So a good place to go meet people is at parties. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you get called fucked up at these parties. That's why I got called fucked up the most, was at these parties. Because like a lot of shit going down at these parties, man. A lot of shit's going down. But the hustler mindset, it just comes from always the streets, man. Because I also spend a lot of time, around gangs and the drugs and the guns, the negative part of life. I also been around that also. Like, I learned a lot from the streets. I learned a lot. I got scars all over my body. I've been in war. I did it all. I did everything. I partied with the best of them. I fought with the best of them. I spent time with the worst of them. So I did it all. And I guess it makes me well-rounded.
You seem very humble. Have you always been like that, or
no? Nah, humble. humble was something that came with maturity and growing up and then getting older. When I was young, nobody would probably stand me or like me. I was full of myself to the maximum. To the maximum. We're talking like.
What made you change?
Sitting in jail cell. Having time on your hands.
Humble you real quick.
It'll humble anybody. Okay, it will humble anybody. And sitting down and thinking, having time on your hands and just thinking about everything because you can't do nothing else. You're just thinking the whole entire time. And a lot of people, use it for legit rehabilitation. But some programs, I'm not trying to doubt the correction system, but some programs that they have in there don't really focus on rehabilitation.
It's more just like
it's
punishment.
more just a money thing for the correction facilities.
Unfortunately, but
let's not get into the America thing, but So like when you're in there and you're alone and you're by yourself, like it's up to you to change. It's up to you to do. If you don't like the way your life is right now, it's up to you to change something in your life. And I read a lot of books when I was away. Jay-Z, 50 Cent, Diddy. I read all their books, their stories.
They're so smart, man.
Yeah, Donald Trump. I read his book. I read a lot of books, The Art of War. Sanju. I read a lot of success books, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. I could drop a lot of authors. I read a lot of books. And that's how also
How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Yes.
That book's golden for me.
Yes, it's in the same books keep popping up in all the other books that I'm reading. They keep popping up. The same strategies and the same things keep popping up. So like, if you want to grow and you want to further your life and like try to increase your economic status, you got to read. You're not going to get there from listening to other people. You got to invest in yourself.
Yeah, listen to the people who matter.
Listen to the people that know that matter. Listen to the people that matter. But they're not going to talk to you unless you're serious.
Yeah. That's true. All right. So currently, are there any projects you're working on? So you mentioned you mentioned a few things. So let's start with music actually.
Okay. With music, FUI SEV has a few singles about to be released, Spotify, iTunes, the whole nine. Then we got music videos coming out as well. We have some type of business going on with music industry in India. Surprisingly, how does FUI even end up in India? I don't even know, but I know there's a lot of people over there.
It's also a big market, though.
It's also a huge major market. It's maybe like an 18-hour flight over there, but like that's something that's going on as well.
That's interesting.
We are, I have the studio, so I'm just constantly going to be putting out a lot of music. Constantly putting out a lot of music. Papa Left is doing the EO Dub, which is the end of the week challenge for the bar rappers that spit bars like the 90s and early 2000 rappers. Okay. Yeah, like the real rap, like real. Not that any other rap is not real, but the bars.
But that's like hardcore,
hardcore
origins.
Artistic. Yeah, like the bars and the rhymes are just so much more thought out than the ones they are today. And he's in a competition and Mortal Technique, like those type of bars. So but I'm gonna be dropping a mixtape soon, and I'll be working on an album. I got a lot going on. I have too much going on. There's not enough time in the day at all. Need more time.
What about your other business ventures? So, so you have something in India, but I'm assuming that's a little that's still in the works.
Yeah, that's in the works. Yeah, we're working with DJ producers over there because we got to get the Indian, I don't know what the Indian music basically.
Yeah.
And make it to American Western hip hop and put it into the Indian form, but it's still related to them. Something brand new we're trying to do in a new market that's possible. That can actually be very profitable.
How did that even come about?
Networking, meeting people,
just talking. Met somebody, just like I don't know where the idea came.
Meeting people. One of my investors is like, we got to expand. Let's do something else. Let's just do different things because how you make it in that industry, in the music industry, is being different. You got to be different. You have to be yourself, but be different. So India is crazy. I didn't even think. You would ask me 2 years ago. Listen, you ever think about doing music in India? I'd be like, no. Kidding me? Absolutely not.
All right. So, and then the other business venture
is the property manager, which is it's a property that manages itself. Airbnb, Home Away, Verbo, that they manage themselves. I have cleaners. I have people that go in.
And
there.
How did you get into that?
That's a funny story. So, the owner of the house, okay, she needs help running the house. She moved to Miami. Okay, She moved to Miami, and then she was like,
she didn't want to worry about that.
She didn't want to worry about it, so she gave me the headache. So now I have the headache of doing all this property manager stuff, and in the future, the reason why I do it is because I want to learn as much about the properties. Because in
Yeah.
the future, I plan on owning a bunch of properties and flipping houses and being in the whole real estate market as well. From all the other money that I'll be making from everything else.
That's smart though.
And I think, so I'm just learning right now about everything. But I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty good at the
She gave
property.
me the headache.
Yeah, just a headache though. I said a headache. Headache. But I'm doing pretty well.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Hold that thought real quick. I'm gonna just pause it.
Yeah, no problem. Pause. Yo, mom, I love you.
So, as a creative or as a business person,
Yeah.
You are a creative because as a business person, you need to figure out what's gonna sell. You need to figure out the right product, and you need to figure out how you're gonna market it. All that aspect,
Agreed.
right?
Yeah.
What exactly do you want to portray, like in your business? Like, are you going to anything that makes money, or do you have like a set goal that you want to establish yourself? What kind of name you want to?
Okay. Well, so for my business stuff, first thing for me is professionalism. Like if you do any type of business with me, being professional is the most like the number one thing for me. I think it's extremely important to have respect for yourself and respect for whatever you're doing, your business or whatever you're doing. Professionalism number one. The ultimate goal for me, honestly, is just to, try to get as many different streams of income, as possible, as well as help out the less fortunate, and I just want to be able. I want to be a symbol of you can be incarcerated, but you can also turn your whole entire life around and focus on what's important. What you enjoy, but while you enjoy, I'm not putting nobody else down. I don't have to put
Exactly,
anybody else down for me to, get more out of life. So I think that that's really. I never really thought. It's a good question. That's a good question. I never really thought about it, but that's I know main goal is professionalism and streams of income, and just make sure I'm not putting anybody else down to make anything better. And I know it's not. I'm not in the business.
Yeah, because there's ways to like either you build the biggest tower or you knock everybody else down. But knocking everybody else down obviously is not very.
No, I'm knocking people down. I'm knocking people down. Let's not get that wrong. Like I'm coming for the gold. But I'm not trying to do it where I don't need to do it.
It's
If I
unethical.
don't need to knock your building down, I'm not going to knock your building down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to knock you down if I don't need to. But if you're in my way to me achieving my goals and it's business,
Oh yeah, it's a little different. Though.
It's a
I mean,
lot,
I
yeah.
mean, like as in, I guess intentionally, like just like sabotage. That's what I mean.
no. I try to play by the rules fairly first, but like I said, we can not play by the rules also. Okay, like I play by the rules, but like if it comes down to it, where
It's still business, though.
it's still business though. It's
Yeah.
still business. Okay, like business is business. Okay, like I try to be fair and professional as possible for my first go around, but like after that, and you're still being a little problem or you're not budging on anything like that, I will get what is what I want.
You have to. How,
Have
how,
to.
how do you keep yourself motivated? What do you think about every day?
I don't think.
You just do.
You just do. The more you think about things, the more it opens you up to have different emotions about what you're doing and if you want to do it or not. It's more. I live my life on the more things I have to do. I have to do this if I want to be here in 5, 6, 7, 8 years. I have to do this. So I try not to think too much about my next day and how I feel about driving an hour to get to a podcast, or I try not to think about those things. And when I'm drunk as hell in the morning, I try not to think about the emotions behind things because most of the time it would make you not want to do it. Or it feels like more than what it should be. Oh, I did 18 things today. I'm exhausted. Like my brain, I'm stressed. Like I don't think about it.
You just do it.
Just do it.
That's a very interesting point. I think that's also where a lot of people kind of have their doubts when it
Mhm.
comes to things like how you stated,
Mhm.
and that's how people feel overwhelmed
Mm-hmm.
because
Don't honestly though, it really helps me out. Like people always try to say I'm cold, like, oh, you don't, like, you're cold, but it's not that I'm cold at all. Like there is emotion behind it, but I just don't think about the emotion behind it. Like I feel it, I feel it. Everything I do, I feel what I'm doing because I'm me. I'm a human.
you're like I'm emotional, man.
Yeah, like I'm real emotional, ladies. Real emotional. Hit me now. Nah, but with the business though, and like my everyday scheduling, I do a lot, and I try to wake up as early as I can, about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. When it's not on a Saturday night, so Sunday mornings, I'm not waking up 5:30 and 6 o'clock in the morning. But Saturday, Monday through Saturday, I'm up in the morning. I'm in the studio. I'm in the gym. I'm at the college. I'm in the business. I'm on the phone. I'm typing emails. I'm constantly staying busy and consistent on my future.
How do you plan on achieving your goal, which is to like have
Which area? Music.
music? Let's start with music.
All right. So music is
What is your goal for music? We never went over that.
the goal for my music is basically to make Hollywood like a Hollywood idea, but in New Jersey. New Jersey doesn't have a music scene like that. And what I want to do is connect all the people that do music, film, DJs, everything entertainment. I want to be the center of that because everybody in New Jersey is just like doing their own thing. And from what I know, networking, you can't do you can't get as big as you want to get by yourself. It's really good to network with if you're doing an industry, if you're in the industry, it's good to know other people in that industry.
You have to.
The more people you know in that industry, the better. So my main goal is to make Hollywood in New Jersey, like it used to be. Before Hollywood went to Hollywood, before Hollywood was Hollywood, it was in New Jersey. All the film and everything from Edison, all the film and everything was shot in New Jersey. You know, and now funny story. So from what I know, and I don't source check me on this. I'm not Donald Trump where I say things and like I could be wrong. Fact check it. It's fact check it, right?
Yeah.
But this is from what I know. Okay. I'm gonna give it to you the FUI story. Okay. So Thomas Edison, the inventor of all the cameras and the lights and all that stuff, whatever he did, okay, back in the day, he was charging everybody a lot of money. It was probably like a nickel or something like that back in the day. Whoever knows that much. Okay, a lot of money to shoot videos. So his camera. So he like charged everybody to like use his equipment or something like that, right? So people didn't want to pay taxes on everything. Pay Thomas Edison, not taxes, but they didn't want to pay Thomas Edison a slice of the bread every time, the little penny or 2 pennies, whatever it was, which is a lot of money back then. So they went as far away as they could, and they ended up in Hollywood. Okay, this is the story that I know. You know, you can check it up yourself, but this is the story that I know, and it sounds pretty like people
plausible.
It sounds like people would do that. You know, Thomas Edison. So
we heard. What I know, Thomas Edison was as stingy as.
Exactly. Yeah,
it sounds plausible.
Yes. So that's why. But that's what I want to do. I want to work with everybody in New Jersey that does music, that has anything to do with music. I want to. We have concert halls here. I want to fill concert halls. I want New Jersey to support New Jersey artists. New Jersey. You know, the shore. We have everything, and I just love New Jersey. New Jersey is. Yes, it's a state that like everybody frowns upon because you're like what? But Jersey is the only state in this country where you can drive an hour and get to the beach. You drive another hour, you get to New York City. You drive another hour, you're in the mountains. You drive another hour in a different direction, you're in the farmlands. You drive another hour, 30 minutes, you're in the hood. You drive I'm not even drive another hour. You're in the suburbs where there's super mansions. You know, you drive another hour. You're in the casinos, area. Okay,
it's just so humid here, man.
It's the weather. Now, weather's a different story. Okay, weather you need to be air conditioned or central air. But as far as things to do and places to go,
There's a lot.
The beaches, the mountains, the farms, the suburbs, the hood, New York City, all within an hour and a half. Okay, in which no other state has that.
It's true. It's very tiny too.
It's very small. It's very packed. But New Jersey is dope. And this is all I know. Okay, I don't know nothing else. That's why I love it so much. I don't know nothing
I
else.
would like to go to Cali though, but
I love to go to
Cali. But no, I get what you mean. Yeah.
So
Jersey is very unique.
Jersey's the shit.
Aspect.
Yeah, Jersey's the shit. The weather is suspect. The weather's suspect. It really is. The weather's suspect. I thought the world was over a couple times. I
mean, if you're from Jersey, like you know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
I
thought the world ended a couple times, like lightning, and it was crazy recently too. It was crazy.
It's not.
And the snow, and sometimes it snows. Sometimes it snows way
too
much.
Man, it's
out of control.
Yeah,
out of control. Another thing about talking about this is why is the clear ice on the road in the wintertime, the clear ice? Why is it called black ice? It's clear.
Because it goes over the
black top. Man, everything black. I'm not gonna get into the whole race thing. I just think it's funny though. I'm gonna get to the whole race thing. That's a huge topic. We're not gonna get into that. But why is it called black ice on a black top? What if it's on the
like concrete, like the bridges?
Yeah,
and stuff?
concrete top. Is it concrete ice? No, it's not black ice. Dangerous. And by the way, I only ride because it's so dangerous. Like, is there black ice out there that will kill you?
Black ice is ridiculous.
Dangerous. And I'm not talking about the car freshener. All right, the car air freshener, the little tree. I'm not talking about that type. I'm talking about the legit black ice, like when it snows and rains.
It's scary, man. Because
it's scary, yeah.
Because like I mean, I'd rather have so much more snow than just black ice. Because black ice, it's like the road's perfect,
yes.
and then out of nowhere, you're just like,
yes,
what the
out of
fuck?
nowhere,
Yeah.
out of nowhere,
So
out and
and potholes, like I mean,
potholes. Forget about it too.
Yeah,
New Jersey's out of control. New Jersey's out of control. All right, it really is.
But it's gonna be,
huh?
Yeah, so everybody got SUVs,
yeah, and AAA. I got a brand new car. I got AAA with a brand new car. Y'all like, come on, I got AAA. Like,
AAA?
Yeah, I got AAA with a brand new car. Shout out AAA. But yeah, they helped me out a lot with the hoopties back in the day during the come up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm a loyal customer.
You need that.
Yeah, I'm a loyal customer. AAA.
From my other car, every other day I was towing it. Like,
yeah, towing it left and right, flat tires left and right, like on the side of the highway. Like I need help. I'm a little tipsy. I need help. Like AAA's coming. Yeah, like I'm good. Don't call your mom. Call AAA. They help you out. They help you out.
All right. All right. So, since you're into a few different business ventures, you mentioned that your business, you want to eventually just help people, and you want to have multiple streams of income, kind of be financially free, right?
Yes.
Who would you like to work with eventually? Like, what is your goal for music wise? Like, who would you like to work with as a collab or something?
Okay.
And then business wise, who would you like to do business with?
Good question. Business wise, right now, because I'm in New Jersey already, and he's doing real big things with how he talks is Gary V. All right, Gary V is somebody that I would love to do business with, and
he's a shit, man.
Sit down and talk with him. Not only because it's TV, but he's from Jersey. First off, so if you're from Jersey, like you have and this will always be the same. If you're from Jersey, and you have a better chance of me listening to your music or me, meeting you and like, or wanting to do business with you if you're from New Jersey. If you know New Jersey, you know what I'm talking about when you're from New Jersey. And I'm not trying to say nobody else in the rest of the world, the country, I don't care about. But New Jersey,
but this is where you're focused.
My focal point. Yeah, to start off, my focal point, and it will always be my focal point. But Gary V, and music wise, Tax G is also from Jersey. He's a rapper, also from Jersey. I'll Be Al, another Jersey rapper. Okay, like that's actually like making a little noise in the industry. Fetty Wap, we all know Fetty Wap. He just released a new song. Shout out Fetty, Patterson, New Jersey.
Yeah, I forget it's from Patterson.
Yeah, Patterson, New Jersey. Yeah, so like, we got our artists. We got a lot of celebrities too in New Jersey, but like,
they're just not like showing Jersey.
Nah, we just don't. There's nobody here to like, yo, this is Jersey.
Right.
There's nobody. That's me. That's what I'm trying to be at least. Is that guy so that anybody talks about the PNC Arena or MetLife Stadium performances or anything like that, like they got to come through FUI first. Like I come. Financially unified individuals, they gotta come through us first. We gotta have our fingers in that somewhere. But I want to give people opportunities. There's a lot of talent in New Jersey. There's a lot of talented people in New Jersey, like extremely talented and passionate. Where they don't make the most money in the world, but they have a passion for something. So they're trying to make it work, and I just love that so much. That like
it's the work ethic.
That work ethic that I say is so important, man. That work ethic is so important. Because like that would get you places, but
because natural talent only gets you so far.
Natural talent will get you. It'll get you places, but it'll only get you so far, like a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
Okay, it'll get you like a one-hit wonder.
But hard work and ethic, like
hard work
for life, man.
All right. So speaking of hard work, like somebody that I like a lot in music, as far as his work ethic and everything, is Lil Wayne. All right, like Lil Wayne makes a lot of music. He makes a lot of songs. He did a lot of features, but Lil Wayne, like. He's a genius in how he's
a businessman.
He's a businessman. He's smart. Lil Wayne's smart. And
he signed Drake, I think.
He signed Drake. He signed Nicki. He had a whole Young Money and Nicki Minaj. Like he did this whole thing, and this wasn't just like recently. This stuff has been planned for the years in the making. It wasn't just one day. And then Lil Wayne said, "We're in a content business. If you're a musician and especially a rapper, if you're a rapper, you need to have as much content as possible, meaning as many songs as possible, different topics to rap about, and just release music constantly and just have music constantly. Because
someone's going to relate to
somebody is going to catch on to what you're doing. To be successful in anything you do, you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. All right. If you're not consistent in what you do it every now, and then, you do it a little bit every day, you will not be successful at all. Well, you will be successful in your own way. Everybody has a different definition of success, but consistency is one of the keys to whatever success that you're looking for.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah. Whatever success is for you, consistency will play a part. You know.
So as far as
Just sound that was deep.
You mentioned
that was deep just now. Right? Yeah, that was deep. I was listening to myself talking. I was like, yeah,
man,
yeah. Yeah, I was like, yeah, very good, very good.
I know I began like that too, man. I'm just like, yo,
yeah, that's deep.
This is why I record it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the main reason why I record these podcasts is because this is a conversation I would have normally with somebody, and I kind of figured that like if we record it, we'd have it as a reference, and everybody else could listen to it. Because this is like, I'm assuming conversations like this you've had it with different individuals.
Absolutely.
So imagine that being released as like
I actually like your whole creative block that you guys have going here. I think it's
Thank you.
a great thing you guys got. I really appreciate you guys actually inviting me here and
I
actually
appreciate
having
you
a
coming
chance.
on, man.
Yeah, actually having a chance to sit down and talk with me, pick my brain a little bit. But this is great, you know. And I definitely want to tell people, like, if y'all in the Jersey area, look up Creators Block and try to get in contact with these guys, man. Because for your career, just being in front of a camera and a microphone, and they have the platform, you know, to actually get your name out there a little bit more. What you got to do is contact them and say what's up and see if you can work something out with them to get you here. These guys are really cool. Creators Block is like awesome. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait until hopefully we get to do another one.
Yeah, we will.
You know?
We'll always get updates. I had Brianna's sister like come on again.
Okay.
And I had my other friend. I just redid one too. So.
Okay. Or the next one we're gonna talk about making muscles. Like, yeah, making muscles. Yeah. Yeah. Every Sunday the tattoo thing, right?
Yeah. So
yeah.
So are you gonna get one today? Okay. So when I met Sev like not too long ago, maybe a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we were scheduling a podcast, and I was just like, "Yo, let's schedule a Sunday. You know, Sunday seems like a good day."
Yeah.
And he's just like, "Okay, yeah, but I gotta get a tattoo." And I'm like, "Okay, like this is the next Sunday or something." He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna still get a tattoo."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What do you mean?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "So
every Sunday."
So explain your tattoo Sunday.
All right. So every Sunday I get a tattoo. Like every Sunday I get a tattue. It's just like what I do. I got a lot of space. I get a lot of tattoos.
I got a lot of real estate.
It sounds crazy. I got a lot of real estate. I got a lot of space in my body. I like tattoos, you know? So every Sunday, I don't have no time other than Sunday to get a tattoo. That's why it's every Sunday.
How did that start?
It's the only time I had time. All right, so I was in the studio.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
It's just like...
No, so I was in the studio, right? And I was making music in the studio. Dude comes through, he does music. You know, Polish kid come through. Shout out 8 Ounce. He comes through and he's like, "Yo, what up? We're talking, chilling." He pulls out some fire weed. I'm like, "Damn!" I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" Like, da. We're talking or whatever. He's like, he smoke or whatever, and he's like, "Yo, like, yeah, yo, I do tattoos." I'm like, "You do tattoos?" He's like, "Yeah, like I do tattoos." I was like, "For real?" He was like, "Yeah, I do tattoos." And I was like, "You good?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm pretty good." He's high though, so I don't know if I trust somebody that's high. So, yeah, he's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "All right, word." So I'm like, "Yo, you like, what's your schedule?" It was like, I'm busy all the time. That's like, you busy? What you doing? And I want to know why are you so busy? Like, what are you doing that you're so busy? Just saying you're busy doesn't mean you're busy. Like, what are you doing that makes you busy? That's
busy, but not productive.
Yeah, not productive. I want to know what you're doing. I might be able to help make some money there too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what do you make so busy? So we're talking. Everybody's like, yeah, I do tattoos. I'm free on Sundays, man. I think I was like, all right, Sundays. Shit, I'm free too. I need some more tattoos, man. Like, Wiz Khalifa got a lot of these rappers got a lot of tattoos.
But why? Why you just want to get tattoos? Like you just want to cover your...
I got a lot to say, you know?
You want to put your story there?
I put it on my body, you know? I'm a big guy. I'm a big guy, as you guys can see. Yeah. So like, yeah, I just like the tattoos. I like the whole, it's creative, man. I get to express myself on my skin. I'll never go away. It's permanent. Like, I got scars too. Like, scars have their own stories also. So like, I just like tattoos, bro. It's not a real big thing about it. It sounds crazy.
But how do you pick your tattoos each time?
Depends how I'm feeling. Like this morning, I would told him choose a tattoo because I'm like, yo, you know, like it doesn't like. All right, so how do I choose my tattoos? I'm not that really big into like
meeting stuff, I guess.
Yeah, like, you know, because my skin is dark. I have a dark skin. Like for you to really see, other people really see what's on my skin, you gotta be close up, okay? And nobody's getting that close to me, and this is why people say I'm fucked up. Cause they be trying to get close to me, and I'm like, don't touch me. You know, she's like, you ain't say that last night. I'm like, what you saying? All right, so like, but you got to get real close up to see my tattoos or whatever. So like,
they don't say you're fucked up. They say you're financially unified.
I'm financially unified. You fucked up? No, I'm not. Who told you that? Would you hear that? I'm financially unified. You know, It's a great. Yeah, honestly, I'm having a good time.
I hear that. I hear that a lot when people start, because I don't have tattoos, but
Okay.
I would like. But at the same time, I'm not sure if I really do, because I kind of like the clean body look at the same time.
That's fine.
So
If anything,
yeah, each to their own. You know, like
Yeah,
I'm not saying that.
But no-
But I'm just like, damn, like I don't know what to pick. You know, because I'm still debating. But a lot of people that get tattoos, like how you stated, they just get it and like they don't think about it.
you
Like
wanna
it's
why?
just
I tell you why. I tell you
Why?
exactly why. So once you get a tattoo, when you first get it, it's like, oh man, like I got my first tattoo. Like you keep looking at it, you keep touching it, you're like amazed by it, you like love it, like wow, I just this is on my body forever. Like this is crazy. I can't believe I did it. Do I like it still? I don't even know. I can't get rid of it if I didn't. Like you're bugging out about it. Like you just got something that you know it's a tattoo. Like you're bugging out about it. I'm telling you the honest truth. If you do this is what will happen, right? You're like, oh my god, like like do I like it still? Like should I have got it? I don't know. Does it look right? Damn, what if I get fat? What if I get old? What will happen? If I get all these different crazy things are going through your head because you're playing in your brain, and then you're thinking too much. You're thinking, and it's a dangerous place. Dangerous place to be thinking about things. So about 3, 4, 5 months later, some days you will forget that you actually have it. It just becomes a part of you, like your skin now. You don't look at the back of your elbow every day and be like, "Ooh, look at my elbow." Nah, like it becomes a part of you. You know,
and that's what I hear.
Mhm.
Like it's almost like scars. Like it's
Like
like
a
you don't
scar.
choose your scars.
Yep.
It just happens
it
and
just
you get
happens.
used to it.
Yeah.
I got this like one scar I have like on the side of my elbow that
Okay.
that I got when I was like
Skateboarding?
no, it was
Oh.
before I started skateboarding.
Okay,
It was my is the old like scooter accident.
Okay,
Fucking
okay.
stupid scooter.
Yeah.
But I found that script and it made a scar here and
Okay.
like I've never thought of it like, oh, it's ugly and stuff like that because I didn't really care. I was just like, oh, it's a scar. Like, it just happens.
Mhm.
And over the years, like, you just get used to it. Like, you don't feel your body normal without that scar.
Yeah. I got a scar on my face too.
How'd that happen?
All right, so I used to be in the streets heavy. As you see my mindset and how I talk, I was always like, man, all right?
Yeah.
Like what I do, I was always the man. I was always into some shit, okay? I'm not saying I was a super, super, super gangster, but I was saying I was around them or I was the one, okay? That was around. So like, one thing happened, next thing happened, big ass fight. It was a brawl, okay? This was a massive fight, right? That happened. I'm not gonna tell you where because I'm not sure he's listening. I'm not gonna indict myself again. Not gonna happen.
Allegedly the fight.
Allegedly a fight happened. But it could have been a dream. I could have been dreaming. Yeah, right. All right, could have been dreaming.
Spoke out with this fucking scar.
So when there's a brawl, it was like a 40 people brawl. I had like 8 dudes with me. All right, it was 8 my dudes. There's like 40 of them. I didn't think all 40 of them was gonna fight though. Okay, like like when you have 40 dudes, at least, you don't think you don't like if you're with 5 guys. 4 of you guys are gonna fight. One of them is gonna be scared as hell. Okay, usually. Okay, usually 4 guys are down. Everybody would say they're down, but one guy would not be down at all. In his heart, he doesn't feel it. Right. So like, out of all 40 people, I thought like, all right, like they're all ha ha woo woo woo, right, talking all that shit. But then all 40 of them was about that. It was 8 of us. It was 8 of us, and all 40 of them were about it. It felt like there was 400 of them. Like during a fight, okay, you just don't. You get tired because fighting's exhausting shit too. And 40 dudes and 40, it was crazy. There was girls involved. I don't know what the hell they had weapons. It was out of control. Okay, I got fucked up. All right, I got beat the fuck up. Yeah, they beat my ass, but like it's 40 of them though. It's 40 of them. So like against 8, but we still fought though. And I'm still alive to talk about it today. But like that was stupid. And I ended up walking away with a scar on my face. After that moment is when I was like, I don't know if I want to be fighting anymore. They scarred my face. I don't know if I want to be fighting
it's
anymore.
scary, man. Because like you don't notice that on your body, but then on your face, you're just like, fuck.
Yes.
But I kind of like it gets to you.
What's so messed up though? Okay, this is like society and how it is. So, all right, you guys know I have fucked up individual, right? That's like real authentic, like me, right? But then because I'm in the business realm, I have the financially unified individual. So the story of how I got the scar in a corporate realm is from a dirt bike accident. Okay, so like it just shows you society though, because I can't go into the board and talk to the bosses or whoever and be like, yeah, I was fighting 14, 40 guys, like, yeah, I used to run with the gang. You can't talk to people like that in the corporate. Yeah, you cannot say that, and that's just so messed up because like you can't be yourself all the time. In certain instances, you know what I'm saying?
It's still like people say like, yeah, it got better, but it's still like virtually unacceptable.
It's virtually unacceptable, absolutely.
Or it makes people feel uncomfortable.
Even having a tattoo on your face and you go inside, like these other rappers who get tattoos on your face, like you're never going to walk into a bank and see a dude with tattoos on his face. Yeah. You're never going to see that.
They tell you to cover it up.
Because it's society. You got to cover it up. It's society, and it's just messed up how society
It'll get better.
It-
I
well-
mean, eventually, when people like break the market, like they'll force change.
I
But
don't
I know
know.
what you mean.
I
though.
don't know about like
I don't know, man.
America's.
I mean, think of Gary Vee.
Wait,
He curses the shit out of
He
everybody.
curses, but he doesn't have a tattoo on his face dealing with your money and millions of dollars.
Well, he's doing millions of dollars with cursing everywhere, though.
Yeah, he could curse.
That's also like a big thing, though.
Yeah.
Back then,
Yeah, you're right.
he works with people on Wall Street.
Yeah,
you know?
he
like
does.
it's-
Yeah. He's
So-
making money.
It will.
I like Gary Vee.
Yeah,
Gary Vee. I do.
I appreciate that.
Him cursing is one of the things that made him Gary Vee, though.
Yeah,
It's one of the things that like people liked about him.
but it's also like, and that's
Frowned
what, and that's
upon.
what I mean. It's
Different. It was different too.
It was different. It
Yeah,
was
so we're hitting all the same things. He was different. He was himself. He's from Jersey. He let it be known.
easy.
Listen, I'm a Jersey boy. Da 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 da. I'm da da this. Like I like Gary Vee. Talks a lot, but I like him. I like him.
I'm gonna pause this real quick.
Mhm. Yeah. March. Okay, Eminem. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it.
What day?
May 18th.
18th.
Yeah.
March 6th.
Okay.
You guys
Even
are-
numbers.
You guys are close.
So we're Eminem even. That's our new
My
name.
birthday is 030689. So last
Oh,
digits
okay.
are multiples of 3.
Oh, look at that.
Just-
Kind of weird.
just
Mine's just not that cool.
weird.
05
And
when
you
it
know
not
what's cool?
that
So
cool.
then I noticed, like, our last name is Rios, which means rivers.
Okay.
And where we grew up, we had the river right next to us.
Oh.
And our old address was 303 Hope Ave.
Oh.
Interesting, right?
That's
And you know how you
that
moved?
Same Hope Ave, we had the Holy Trinity Church.
Yeah.
right there.
Do you know why we
Three,
moved?
all three.
Our
Why?
house burned down.
No
Our house
way.
Yeah.
No way.
We've been through some shit too.
No way.
More him, but like
Yeah,
but
like-
we still went through like the apartment burning down. You know.
Yeah.
Y'all were doing some BS. I feel like y'all were doing some BS. Yeah, y'all were doing some BS. Yeah. It feels like all the. I'm not that spiritual type of person like that, but like a lot of things lined up in a weird way. Hope
Yeah.
Lane, the church,
It's perspective, man. Like
It is perspective.
yeah.
I'm not
Pisces with rivers and then a
everything.
river.
Yeah, the river's right there. Hey, what's going on? Am I dying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a Scorpion. It's water signs, you know.
Okay.
It's all water signs.
Well, my father, my mother, and my son are all water.
Really?
It's weird. Yeah.
Agua signs.
That's weird.
Be like water.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right. Word. Word.
You want another? Oh, no, you still.
I'm still fine. You gotta have me puke, bro. I'm good.
No, like,
Yeah,
I
right.
got some cannabis if you want.
Nah, I'm good. I've been here talking the whole time, like, yeah, so like, let me bust a rap for y'all real quick. Let me bust a rap freestyle. Yeah, it's our freestyle and I'm
It's recording, right?
Yeah, we're recording.
Okay.
We're 2 minutes in, I think. Yeah, 2 minutes in.
All right. So let's talk about influences. Who influences you,
who influenced like
or what influences you?
There's some deep ass answers to this stuff, but like, because when I was away, you think this is what you think about, like, why are you doing what you do? Like, the first reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, man, like, I got one major goal, and that's just to change the financial history of my family. All right, that's the number one thing. Like, I'm a businessman and all that stuff. I'm serious as hell about everything I'm doing just to change the financial course of my history. Like, I don't have any, like, body in my family that I could just, like, if I got locked up or something like that, they don't have $100,000 they could just throw my way to give to me to help me out. Or if I want to start a business, they don't have that money. If I want to go to college, they can't
So you need to be the one to do
I
it.
need to be the one to change this because it's 2019, and a lot of people that I met have that in their family. I'm not saying that's all that matters or whatever, but like, it'd be good to have it as an option, but not having it at all doesn't make it. It totally removes the option of that. Influences.
You've read a few books.
I read a lot of books. Yeah.
So why choose those books?
Because the first book. All right. The first book I read was Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich.
Interesting.
It's the first book I read, and it was like easy reading or whatever. And then I'd started like doing a little research about other books. There's other very wise people also incarcerated. So I was asking other like people that I see reading, like, yo, what books do you recommend for this? That. So I read books about real estate. I read books about Rich Dad Poor Dad. I read the Art of War because people recommended these books, and these books were already in there.
So might as well. I mean, those are very good books.
These
though.
are
These are entrepreneur books.
Yes, these books, and people that are incarcerated, they have nothing but time on their hands. It's either you play around with the time you get, you play around and don't do nothing, you don't learn,
Or you learn.
or you come out like, you know what, I'm gonna take my life and make it into something. But the time you gave me, I'm gonna do something.
How long were you in there, if you don't mind
I was
me
in there
asking?
for 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. And
How did you feel during there?
when I was all right. So when I was inside of there, bro, I went from height of partying, being on stage with MMG, working with the musicians and everything like that, to sitting in a cell feeling humbling experience, feeling a humbling experience. It knocked me down a lot of levels mentally to like normal level. I was definitely full of myself before I went in there.
Did you have any trouble like coping with that being in there?
In the beginning was the most difficult part because there was change, and any type of change is going to bring on stress.
Yeah.
So I was definitely feeling some type of stress and like some type of struggle mentally to get through, beginning of it. But it really wasn't. It wasn't that bad though, because like once I started talking to other people and like getting their stories and hearing how other country prisons were and how everything else was, I was like, you know what, like this isn't so bad. They have a volleyball net. They have weights. They have books. All right. Maybe I'm not around driving my car, but I don't have a rent. I don't have car payments. I don't have bills.
No money stress. You just
no
gotta,
money
like,
stress.
survive.
You just have a time thing.
You gotta survive.
You just gotta survive. And once you are able to understand that, like, you're not going anywhere, you're not leaving, you're not going home, you're not going back home. Okay, like you're not stop thinking about it. You're not going home. Whatever's going on the outside, let it go on the outside. You're not there. You're inside. Let's focus on inside. Let's focus on you. All right. And then when I was in there, also what helped me get through it was I would never, in my head, I realized I would never have time like this ever again in my life where I could sit and just
not
have bills, not have things I have to do.
That's a very smart way to think of it.
No, this is like you could look at it like a break. It was a punishment, but you could look at it like, all right, this is the break or a restart button on your life. I could come back out. I could get out of here and continue running the streets, partying all crazy, and letting not having any real skills or anything, and like just run the streets and do what I was doing, get more scars, probably end up giving people more scars. Or am I going to take a whole U-turn on my life and take it a little bit more serious and get into school, and try to start a business and build better relationships with people and change the way that I talk, change the way that I talk so that I'm understood by everyone and not just a select few, So like I spent a lot of time with myself. I really spent a lot of time with myself when I was in there.
That's a really good perspective you had though. Like this is the only time you'll have to not
ever
have your life on a pause, essentially, and during that you're in like kind of like a void that you can either continue what you're doing, either go crazy or actually improve yourself.
I think it's so important for somebody that has that time on their hands to really take it seriously, to think about who they are. Because now that I'm entering the business world and now that I'm entering the real world, the business world, I am so much more of a threat, not like a bad threat, but like a threat to other people's businesses and money and stuff like that, because I know myself so well. I carry myself so well. I can speak in front of a crowd of 100,000 people and get them all to buy what I'm selling. And if they don't want to buy anything, I'm okay. I could just walk home and be fine with it.
Other people are
terrified
of
rejection. A lot of people are terrified of rejection. A lot of people are scared of the unknown. Okay? A lot of people are terrified of the unknown. A lot of people let fear stop them from doing what they need to do to get to wherever they want to be as success. Let fear. And fear for me stands for false evidence appearing real.
Where did you get that?
Probably a book. But this is true. Anything that you're thinking about, terrified of, anything it is, when you actually do it, it's nowhere near as bad as it was in your head.
And it feels blissful, once you like face it. I like Will Smith mentioned that he lives his life like in constant fear. So he does things that he's always afraid of.
Okay.
So and like I've never thought of it that way, but I've always done that to begin with. When I was in soccer, like that's the first sport I got into. Like I was just,
Soccer.
I just did it, right?
Okay.
When I got into skateboarding, my brother and my dad paid for my first skateboard. And skateboards are expensive as fuck, man.
Okay. I never had one.
They're like 100, and I was like 13 getting it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like right before they bought it, and I still remember to this day, and they don't remember it sometimes, but like I remember it because it was significant to like how, to me, myself, they were like, okay, we're about to buy it. Are you sure you're going to ride it? Because prior to that, they bought me one like a couple years beforehand, and it was like a cheap one.
Okay.
And I never got the hang of it, so like I never did it. So then I wanted to pick it up again, but this was a professional board, so this is an actual investment,
Yeah.
So like I remember they asked me, they're like, "Are you sure you're gonna use it?" And I remember I paused for a couple of seconds and I thought about it. I was like, "Am I really gonna use it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, fuck it. Like I'm just gonna do it," you know.
Mhm.
And then that I think I always refer to skateboarding as like a big time in my life because that that opened up so many
Fear,
doors
like a
to
lot
me.
of fear,
Yeah, it
wow.
was fearful,
Yeah,
you
a
know,
lot of
because you're
fear,
jumping off
yeah.
of shit and everything.
Yeah.
But besides the point, like I wasn't sure I could do it.
Okay.
And you know, I had a small sponsor, like
Okay.
like shout out to Mustard Skateboards.
Okay.
Like I'm still friends with the guys too. Like they're mad cool. But I became pretty decent at it, you know, like in the area.
Do you still skateboard?
Not all the time, but I like cruising though.
Would you get on a skateboard though?
Yeah. I can
no
still do my
problem?
tricks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You should definitely record something. I think.
I have a video like I posted up of like a tray flip and stuff.
Okay, yeah,
So-
that's so cool, man. I can't skateboard. Probably one of my music videos. Skateboard. I can't skateboard. I'm too big to skateboard. If I skateboard, if I step on a skateboard, I snowboard. I went snowboarding 2 times.
Snowboarding is difficult, man.
Yeah, snowboarding is the most dangerous thing I ever did in my life. I almost died. Almost died. I was gonna do it again because like I gotta get over my fear. Like you said, I gotta get over fears. But like I almost died because I didn't know what I was doing. I was ignorant. I was like, I don't need to train. I don't need to go to a lesson.
I skateboarded, and when I did snowboarding, it's completely different.
Snowboarding, yeah.
Yeah, it's completely different.
Skateboarding is terrifying. I'm too big to be on wheels. Have me sit on
Thankfully,
wheels.
I never broke anything.
Yeah, me either.
And for skateboarders, that's a very like
Obvious thing. It's like you expect. You want to get
you
skateboard?
expect- I
All
sprained
right.
my ankle a lot, but I never
Okay.
broke anything though.
That's not fun. That just seems like
Yeah, it's
no
not
fun
fun.
to me. It seems like no fun. Oh, yeah, okay, you buying a skateboard, just know you're gonna break a bone. Which bone is up to you. Okay, but you're gonna get a lot of ankle springs. That doesn't
Yeah.
sound like fun.
Yeah, no, it doesn't sound
And
fun.
like, would I be able to do a trick before it happens? No. Did you learn?
But skateboarding was a big part of my life because it taught me about hard work.
Okay.
So if I'm trying to learn a trick, I would spend like hours and hours just to
Yes.
land it once.
Yes.
And I still think all those hours were worth it.
Yes.
And if you really think about it, like in most success stories, like the amount of work you put in and the
Yes.
amount of success you get,
Yes.
it doesn't make any sense.
Yes.
Like it's not worth it.
Yes.
Essentially, unless you
Yes.
like what you're doing, then
Yes.
it's worth it. And it's almost
Yes.
not fair
Yes.
that you like this so much, you know?
Yes. Yes. You're hitting them all the keys. Yeah.
And
That's really-
I think that was really important for me. And I met so many people. It opened up my mind.
Okay.
And I think of skateboarding because of that. It could have been something else, but it happened to
So,
be skateboarding.
Why don't
you
your
know?
first tattoo be a skateboard?
No, I am. I think I am.
Yeah?
That's the
Be a
only one I
skateboard.
would
It don't have
get.
to
Yeah.
be for nobody. Tattoos for yourself. It's not
Yeah.
for nobody. I get skateboard. I get skateboard just because it's Sunday.
I was gonna get it on my
I
ankle.
heard a cool story about a skateboard, so I got a skateboard.
I was gonna get it like on my ankle or something because this is the
Okay.
ankle I sprained all the time.
Okay. See? See? Yeah. It's not bad. Not
But-
bad.
No, that's interesting though.
You made a lot of good points though with the skateboard. You made a lot of good points. You said,
it was the choice, you know.
yeah, you made a lot.
It
of
could
good
have been
points, though.
something else, but like it was a choice that you did. You went into books, and that I wish I did read more books.
I went to book. I had nothing else. Like I was going crazy mentally. The reason why I read so many books not because I love reading. All right, it's not like let me pick up a book and read it. It's like I was going crazy mentally. Like my brain, my thoughts.
Yeah,
I couldn't get a grasp on them. So I had to distract myself. So what distracted my brain was success. The whole idea. So I became obsessed with success. That's the name. That's the title of that. Obsessed with success. It's pretty.
obsessed with success.
Obsessed with success. Yeah, it's very nice. I like that. Yeah.
Get that tatted
yeah.
like right here though.
Yeah, tat
on
that
your
right on my.
forehead.
Yeah, if it makes a lot of money, damn right, everywhere. Big ass, obsessed. Yeah, the eyelids, the tongue,
Obsessed with
Uh-huh.
success.
Yeah.
And your eyebrows and
on
shit.
the eyebrows. Oh, for real, lips. Yeah, so like, yeah, I became that, and that helped me get through.
But that
rough
shows
times.
shows your mindset though, because you instead of going crazy, you decided to funnel that
I went
somewhere
crazy.
else.
I was fucked up.
But you came out.
A fucked up individual. Nah, but you see how like
Yeah, I know what you
honestly,
mean, though.
yeah. But
Yeah.
my brain is really intense because I'm not trying to say like I'm not like doctor or nothing, but my brain's intense because I've read a lot. I'm also crazy as shit. I'm crazy as shit. Like I do a lot of crazy shit, just sporadic, like spontaneously. Like you don't even know, like what the fuck. I show up here with like 18 balloons and like 15 girls. You're like, what is going on? Like, what are you doing at my house? I'm like, bro, like, no, shut up. Come and get in the car. We're leaving. You know, where we're going. Just get the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm crazy. Like, anything can happen when you're with me or around me. You guys are probably, it's 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock in the morning right now. And we're here, like, and I'm like talking those crazy ass stories. I can't just, I'm not, my type of personality is not to do like, it just sits in one area and be bored. Like, being bored, I'm never bored.
Being bored is scary though.
I'm never bored.
Yeah.
I'm never bored. And when I have time to have fun, I'm not just gonna, let's go get fucked up somewhere. No, yo, we're gonna do something epic. Okay? We're gonna go die on a goddamn snowboard. Okay, we're gonna nearly die. We're gonna do something crazy, you know. And right now, I'm looking to do things and experiences. I'm looking at the thing where, because I went to Jersey Shore yesterday. These people had these kites and they were throwing a kite on the beach and they're holding onto this
I forgot what's that called
with the kite.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I don't even know what they were doing, but it was cool. All white people were doing it too. It was all white people out there doing this crazy shit. And I was like, what the hell is that? You know? Like, where do you even get this from? But yeah, so I was like, all right, I want to do that. I think I want to do that next.
All white people doing this shit?
Yeah, all white people were doing this shit. I don't know what the hell they were. I don't know what this shit's even called, but they were doing it.
Yo.
They do a kite in the sky. They do sitting on the beach. He do a kite in the sky, and he stands up and he's holding onto the kite, and the kite wind.
I forgot what's that called. What's that called? It's like jet skiing? No, not jet skiing.
I don't know what it's called, bro.
I think so, but
look crazy though.
White people know what it is, though.
White people, you ask any white person, they're like, oh yeah, that's, you know, it's windsurfing. Like, what? Like, how is that windsurfing?
Oh, might be, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the name. I have no idea. Windsurfing?
I think that's what it is, yeah.
Probably is windsurfing.
I don't know.
But I have no idea.
I have a computer in front of me, but I don't want to look it up.
Yeah, I have no idea. But yeah, that shit, like, I'm down. I want to do that. And
skydiving and shit.
No skydiving.
Really?
No skydiving? No. Only how I'm jumping out of an airplane if the shit on fire.
Then set it on fire.
No. No, it's an airplane on fire. But yeah, I only jump out of an airplane listen, I would jump out of an airplane actually, depending on what's going on in my life in the music industry and whatnot. Like, I might jump. I'm not suicidal, babe. I'm saying, like, I'm down to doing different things, and I just got an idea in my head, just talking to you guys, like, you know, maybe I should shoot a music video skydiving. You know, can't hear shit while you're falling, but still trying to act like, you know, you only get one shot at doing those takes for skydiving.
That's crazy. Actually, that's crazy.
That's how my brain works. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting here thinking,
I'll be the filmer, bro. Like,
yeah, they want to do that shit. We're going to die. It's it, bro. I'm like, forget to pull the chute. I can't hear you. Pull the chute.
We'll live stream it, you know, so you can make sure.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah? Yeah, she's crazy. She's addicted.
She's addicted now?
I'm going to be screaming the whole time. I'm supposed to be cool rapping, and nope, not going to happen. Yes, yeah, I can't hear shit. I'm going to hit the ground and be excited because adrenaline. As soon as we land, I'm going to hit the ground, roll. Oh, man.
That's crazy.
I'm going to be ready to get into a limo right then and there.
No bungee jumping?
No bungee. I'm way too big to be bungee jumping.
Bungee jumping's scary, though.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Hey, land right into the middle of it, parachute. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That sounds cool as hell, like that. That sounds cool as hell. But yeah, I like to have fun, man. I love to have fun, actually. Having fun is a drug. That's my drug. You know, it's having fun. Having fun is dangerous shit.
Would you say you're like an adrenaline junkie?
No. I know adrenaline junkies, and they're sick. They're sick people. They're sick people. Yeah,
man.
I'm crazy. Like, I do some crazy shit, but they're sick in the mind. Like, they're trying to die. Like, yeah, like, constantly. They're trying to die, and they're having, like, they're smiling about the shit. Like, this shit's not fun at all. Like, bro, like, no. Like, even snowboarding, like, I was with an adrenaline junkie. He was like, bro, just come with a double black diamond. I said, what is that? Right? The double black diamond. That's the shit. You would die. You would die on this. You would die on this trail, right? It's a double black diamond, and he's doing like 100 miles per hour on the snowboard. And I'm like, bro, I will not go up there on a double black diamond. I don't know how to snowboard. I'm gonna die. Like, you'll fall off a cliff and die. Be the last thing you do. So one of his boys went to Colorado. One of his boys went skiing with him. He did let's go on a double black diamond. His stupid ass boy said, yes, I'll go. And he lost his leg.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
So, like, I'm not adrenaline. Yeah, that's not. Am I an adrenaline junkie? No. Do I like to have a lot of fun? Yes. Am I a fucked up individual? Yes.
Financially
unified individual? Yes. Am I the best version of me? No.
Not yet.
Yeah, I keep going all day.
Not yet, man. Not yet.
Every day, man, it's a struggle to become the best person. Like, every day I got to work on myself. Every day I try to become more spiritually, financially, you know, intellectually, and maturity, like, increase all of it in all areas of the field. I'm trying to grow every day. I want to be a better version than I was yesterday. I'm not trying to be the best or perfect or nothing like that. I'm just trying to be a better me. You know, I did a lot of fucked up shit before in the past. So, like, I'm just trying to not really make amends for it, but I'm just trying to be the best that I can be for me, for my family's sake.
It's already happened. So
I'm grown now too.
You're at peace with that.
Yeah, I'm at peace with it, but I survived.
Yeah,
I survived. Yeah, I survived. And I'm a survivor.
So going based off of that, what do you have any daily routines? Like, I know you try to pack your schedule.
Yeah, my schedule's packed, man. I got a lot of daily routines. So from like 5:30 in the morning to 6 o'clock, are we talking like everything or?
Yeah, no, talk about like what do you do daily to make sure you have success?
Okay.
Like I know there's variables based on your schedule.
Okay. Yeah.
But
All right.
what's your
So
grounding?
every day I try to make at least 10 phone calls to people just to check in with them, check up, say hi, network with them a little bit, say what are you doing? Yeah, but they go, okay, how are the kids, whatever. Just talk with them, let them know like, all right, I'm available. I also spend about an hour and a half on my Facebook account with talking to people because the money and success is in people. People are what's gonna make you money, success, not whatever you're doing by yourself. Like what you could be in this day and age is so important to network. So I make sure I spend a lot of time, like maybe 2 hours a day networking. I spend an hour and a half a day working out. Okay, 4 days a week. Excuse me. Shout out Aladdin, my boy Aladdin, trainer.
I see, man. You're in game.
Bro,
You're pretty.
bro, I'm a
Like,
big dude, bro, and Aladdin be whipping my ass in the gym. I hate him sometimes for doing it, but I love him after moments where I could talk about it and say, hey, yeah, I'm in the gym. You know what I'm saying? But like Aladdin whoops my ass.
that's good.
He whoops my ass, and so I hate him. And huh? It keeps me humble. Yeah, it keeps me humble. I hate him though. I hate Aladdin. I hate him. Well, I love him to say I hate him though. All right, so hate him. All right, so I definitely work out as much as I can. I try to eat clean as best as I can to stay healthy because the biggest investment that I'll ever have in my life is my body right now. Okay, a lot of people say they don't have shit when you have your body. All right,
Yeah.
Let's take care of that first. You take care of yourself, everything else will fall out after. So I try to make phone calls, emails, basic business stuff, emails, phone calls, social network media. I try to call my family, every day. It's really it. I used to read books every day, but now like I don't have time. I try to check the news,
But it's more like you've read enough books to get the idea of success.
I know,
like,
kid,
you
they
just-
are
you just-
repetitive. They become repetitive.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Like every success story is repetitive.
Yes.
All it is like knowing yourself.
Yes.
You have to just do more than you actually like try to learn, and it's just consistency.
I can tell
like,
you. I can tell you a few of them. I can tell you because I read. So number one is obviously know yourself. Number two is know what you want. Have a clear idea what you want. If you know exactly what you want, that will make it so much easier than just saying, "Yo, I just want to make a lot of money." Like, how much money? How are you gonna get that money?
make it feasible.
American money, yen money. Like, what type of money we're talking here? We're talking like what type of money we're talking here? Rubies, like what? Diamonds, like what are you talking? Because nobody knows. They just say these things without a clear, definite purpose. Then there's know yourself.
It's like act more than you actually.
Yeah, there's laws. There's 48 laws of power. There's a lot. But speaking of the word act, this is like one of my keys. Like people that watch the show, like if they listen to the show, they are gonna get a lot of like stuff that listen to it. But I'm dropping some gems here. If you want to do whatever, okay, act as whatever. Meaning that if you want to be a professional baseball player, I'm not saying this is going to work for professional sports, but this is the idea I'm speaking. Act as a professional baseball player. Wake up in the morning and do what professional baseball players do. Eat what professional baseball players eat. Train like a professional baseball player. If you're not one and you're doing this every day, okay, and you're telling people, listen, I'm going to be a professional baseball player, and you're doing everything you need to be a professional baseball player, you will become a professional baseball player. Okay? If you're acting, you start acting first. And that's what I'm doing as a businessman. That's how I got to where I'm at today, is by acting as a businessman.
Yeah, because you're right. People think that once I'm there, I'll start acting like it. But that's not how.
Nope.
That's not how everybody reached success. They acted like they were the shit beforehand,
Yes.
and then did it. Like, of course, be
Yes.
humble about
Yes.
yourself. Or ideally, you want to be humble.
Yes.
But it's if I want to be a filmmaker,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna act like a professional filmmaker. I'm gonna do everything a filmmaker does.
Yes. So like even rapper. Okay, let's say I'm a rapper, and I want to be, like Drake or somebody. Okay, or somebody big. Let's say as a mainstream artist. I'm in a podcast right now, I would have 4 or 5 other podcasts lined up after this one, or interviews lined up after this one. I would have a show tonight. I would have a photo shoot this morning. I would have a meeting with my marketing team, on Monday at 3 a.m. in the morning. I would have, you know what I'm saying? I would have so many things lined up already because they're professionals and this is what they do. But even if I'm not a professional, a mainstream artist, I will be because I'm doing everything mainstream artists do.
Yeah, man. That's exactly. You're right.
I'm not
That's
even
exactly
joking. So that's a gem for free, guys. Creative Bloc is where you get the info.
It's true.
Little
Though.
shout out right there. You like that? I just slid that in there, right?
See that? I appreciate that.
Yeah. But not for real though. That key that what I just said though is it. That's it. That's
It
it.
makes a lot of sense,
Yeah.
and like I've always thought of it that way too. Like
Mhm.
you have to already feel. That's how you feel it. That's how you That's how you visualize it. You have to have those habits to become that
Already,
way.
yeah. Act it. Just act as whatever. You want to be a nurse, act. If you're not a nurse, you gotta act like somebody that wants to be a nurse. You gotta go to nursing school. You gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? You gotta act it. You know, I'm a businessman. So I gotta act like a businessman. So I gotta go to business school so I know how businessmen act.
And I think of success kind of like how you feel when you grow your confidence. So most people when they think of their success, they don't reach a tipping point and they're like, "Yo, I'm successful now." Like it's never like that. It's like they just constantly do something and then they look back, they're like, "Oh shit, I've been pretty
I
successful."
did that.
And then when it comes to confidence, it's like the same thing. You don't wake up one day and be like, "Yo, I'm confident."
Yeah.
It's like you slowly
Build
built up
yourself.
and I look at myself 10 years ago and I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm confident now."
Mm-hmm.
So that's the way I think of success. It's like the same. It's like a very similar feeling. Like you're always striving for more.
But you're never gonna feel like you ever reach it.
Yeah, and that's okay because you have to love the process.
You gotta love the process. All about the process. I think success for everybody's different. You know, like for me, obviously, it's like grow, you know, economically as high as I can. Some people's success is just coming and getting, you know, into America. You know, some success people is having a surgery that like you're having a disease or some type of chronic illness and you're able to, you know, have a transplant or something like that. And now that's your success. You gotta do nothing else. Some people just having a meal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like everybody's different with success. So like even building up, but like when you said that everybody, the higher you go, but you still don't feel like it, you have to look back down. That's 100% true. Even though professional athletes don't even know what the hell they're doing. Like they're there, they're professionals, but they don't feel successful like that. They only feel successful like that because other people make them feel successful like that. Okay, like or even celebrities, like everybody, they're regular people. Like how many you were talking right now is the same as everybody else, bro. So, but when they get all cocky and crazy is when everybody gives them that power.
Yeah.
They, oh my God, I love you, da da da. Like I know because I was there. I partied. I know. I had girls like all over the place. All right, like it was crazy. Like it's crazy. I'm not even joking. It's crazy. It's crazy shit. So,
That's important to know.
it's important to know though. It's important to know success is the goal. Yeah.
Hey, I'm Mr. All right.
What's up?
So the reason I started Creator's Block
Yeah.
is because I had a creative block, and I was trying to figure out exactly like have a clear goal on what I want.
Mhm.
So I decided to make a full brand around Creator's Block.
Mm-hmm.
See this shirt right here? This is my photo. So like I couldn't
You took that photo?
Yeah. So
Nice.
I couldn't find a shirt that I actually liked that has like a cool photo. And I'm like,
Okay.
I'm gonna make my own. I'm a photographer.
Ah.
So I decided to do my prints. Same thing. I want to be like a radio host. I was just
Okay.
like, let me just make my own podcast.
Okay.
Instead of trying to reach out to people, be like, yo, let me do this for you. Let me do this for you. I'm
Yeah.
gonna just bring it to me. You know?
Yes.
So that's what out of my creative block, that's what came out of it.
Okay.
How do you get over a creative block? And what was the last time you had it?
Having it right now. Answering your question. Nah. Yeah. How do I get over it though? Like, honestly, you just keep going, man. You just like, because I really don't write my music like too much. There's no like really writing involved. I just go in there and just swag it out, you know.
Mhm.
But as far as like, yeah, there's no real creative block. Is not. If I try to write music, it's harder because I'm like thinking a lot more. Whatever. I gotta drink something. I gotta smoke something. I gotta ease the pain a little bit. Gotta I gotta call one of them girls up. You know what I'm saying? Come relieve my
Get some
stress.
motivation.
Get some motivation. But like I get distracted. But I come back to it. But I gotta be inspired. If I'm inspired to do whatever, then it will be done creatively. But if I'm uninspired, that's where the creative block comes in at. Because I'm like, oh, I can't do it. Like I'm not inspired to do it. But as soon as inspiration comes,
Just go back.
you go right back to wherever you were stuck at. And just flow through it. Or reinvent the idea. Okay? Don't give up on the idea, because if you force creativity, it's not product.
No,
Okay?
it's not.
It's a waste
Yeah.
of time. Because I'm not saying it's a waste of time, but it's not a product. It's not going to come out the way you want it to come out.
Sometimes people like how you said push through it,
Yeah.
and they naturally go for all right, this is gonna be a piece of shit. So let me just get that idea out of it already,
Yes, let's
and
get
then
it done.
from there build on top of
I
that.
mean, and you can pay attention to this, a lot of songs, right? The first verse is, ooh, hey. The second verse is nowhere near as good as the first
Yeah.
verse. That first verse is so good that they were trying to match their second verse with the first verse. The first verse is just, they should have just stopped the song. Okay, you know what I'm saying? They should have just stopped the song because they had a creative block. They were
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that's how I did just have one though where you asked me the question. I was like,
I
no
caused
idea.
it.
Yeah, it caused me creative block.
All right. So lastly, I'm gonna end on a more advice note. What advice would you give to any future entrepreneurs or any people getting into music?
All right. So the question goes to both people because anybody that wants to enter the music industry is an entrepreneur. Let's get that point across, okay? Anybody that wants to enter the music industry is an entrepreneur one way or another. The advice that I would give to an entrepreneur, okay, somebody that wants more, somebody that's goal driven, somebody that's motivated, is to, one, read more, okay? Number two, find a mentor. Find somebody that will talk to you about their experience and how they were coming up. And a piece of advice on that is that people love to talk about themselves. All right. So anybody would be glad to sit down with anybody and talk. If you ask them sincerely, how did you do what you do? They will tell you. All right. They're not going to keep secrets from
That's
you.
such a key point.
Yeah. And also don't give up. Consistency. All right. When you first start off, when you first start talking about, what you want to do and who you want to become, people will laugh at you. Like you guys said before, people will make fun of you. People will not think you're serious. People are like, oh, I know you. That's not going to work. Like, come on, like just get back to whatever you're doing. Don't listen to those people. Yeah. It's just such a cliche thing I'm saying is don't let people like stop you from doing your dreams. Don't let people stop you. And it's so true. Just don't let nobody stop you because as soon as your dreams start working, those people will be your number one supporters. The same people that told you not to do it will be your number one supporters if you did decide to do it and it works. So just focus on yourself. It's going to be hard. It's not easy stuff. Don't expect it to be easy. Do not expect it to be easy. It's not easy. And I expect to ask for help, when needed, and just be consistent. Just keep going. Just don't stop. If it's something you want, don't stop. Me, I'm not scared to death. All right. We get to this point real quick. I'm not scared to death. All right. When I was in the streets, and this is the way, we live in the streets. We're not scared to death. But as long as I am doing what I want to be doing in life, and I am trying as hard as I can to achieve my goals in life, I'm okay with the unexpected. Okay. Now, if I'm bullshitting around and I'm just playing around, chilling all day long, I'm scared of dying because I didn't do what I wanted to do or I was supposed to do. I'm scared of, I'm scared of a lot of things because I'm not doing what I want to be doing. So
But if you are doing what you're doing,
it's okay. It's out of your control anyway. The serenity prayer is one of the I heard in jail was so real, that I'm not like super religious and nothing like that. But this saying was like, give me the courage to, give me the wisdom to know the things that I cannot change and the courage to change the things that I can. That little saying right there, the wisdom to what did I just say? That's dope. I just said it. That was dope. Yeah. Nah, that's a serenity prayer. That's a part of serenity prayer. It says, grant me the serenity and the wisdom to change it, to understand the things I cannot change. To understand the things I cannot change. If you can't change the things, don't stress about it. It's out of your control. You can't change it. Like it's out of your control.
and it's liberating because you're just like, oh, I can't change it. Fuck it.
It's over. It's so liberating. It will help you out. And a lot of people worry about things that is out of their control. There's no reason.
Like the weather and shit.
Like the weather or anything else. Like the police officer that's going to give you a ticket for doing whatever. Like, don't worry about that. There's nothing to worry about. Don't worry about, things that's out of your control. And don't worry about what other people think. You cannot change other people's minds.
And if you really think about it, like it's such a strange concept when strangers judge you. Because if you think about it logically, like I'm not trying to say like, oh, fuck all haters, like, but like
fuck all haters. But like, I say it. But fuck the individual. What up?
But like logically thinking, how if someone has like a strong opinion about you, does that person actually know you? And if they don't, why would that even matter? like logically thinking, how does that opinion affect you if they don't know your whole story? And if they did know your whole story and they're judging you, why would you care? Because you know what you want already. So either way you think about it, whether it just doesn't matter.
I get it hurts a lot. It hurt me at some points too when people talk about you and like, oh, nobody likes that or whatever. But like, I got to a point where I figured out how to with the proof to. I should write a book. I figured out a way to balance out that feeling of negativity when people are talking about you, and that response is, "Thank you for talking about me," because it hurts me more when you're not talking about me at all. You talking negative about me, I like because you're talking about me. So please continue. Makes me relevant.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about you because you're not my concern. You're not wasting my time. Not you personally, but like people in general. You know,
Yeah.
like I'm not talking about whoever's talking about me. But you talking about me, thank you. And they don't like that. People don't like that. People don't like that when you say thank you. First off, you say thank you. They don't like that.
I always, the way I think about opinions, and this is also important because I know Gary Vee stated it once too. And like I've always thought of it the same way. So when people talk negatively or critique negatively about something, not critique, because critique is a constructive criticism.
Yeah.
But when it's something like in a negative opinion,
Mhm.
like I don't really care, and that's fine. But it's also like if they say something super positive about it, I also don't care because at the same time I'm still doing what I want to do. Because if I conform to what they like, then I'm gonna stray away from my direction.
Yes.
So it goes both ways. Like I don't. They could compliment everything. I'm like, yo, I thank you. I appreciate that.
Your words.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
And like, I'm gonna still continue going my route because I started out doing photography. I do videography, podcasting, and I have my brand.
Okay.
And it's like, if I would have stuck to just photography, I would have never explored these platforms I like.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, if I paid attention to, I mean, I haven't gotten too much negative hate, so like, I'm.
You're doing good. Yeah,
it doesn't.
Good.
I mean, also like,
it's coming though.
Yeah,
it's coming.
I know it's gonna come, but I don't really care and stuff. But it's like I know how to separate myself from people's opinions because I don't take the negative and I also don't take the positive.
Okay, that's
personal.
That's extremely strong.
You have to have neutral because then you'll do what you want to do. You know,
that's right. No, I agree with you 100%. I have no comment. You said it very well. I have nothing to say because you're correct. You are right. That's the same way I think. Also, yeah. That's the way. That's the way.
I appreciate what you.
Yeah. Thank you out there. I knew I had it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. What else is there you want to talk about? We can talk about anything else, man. Like, I think we hit a lot of good notes today. It was really fun being here, man. FUI SEV. Look out for the music coming out, man.
Yeah, I think we should be good. So like, yeah, just FUI SEV. I appreciate you coming on the.
I appreciate you having me, bro. This was alright. This was alright.
This is nice.
This was alright. Yeah, I liked it. This is my first podcast I ever did in my life.
Nice. The first.
So like this could be worth a lot of money.
You remember your first?
Yeah. I'm going to remember my first. Absolutely. Coming in here tipsy as hell in the morning. You know, coming in here tipsy as hell.
It's a nice story.
Yeah.
So let everybody know where to find you. So
you can find me at the letter FUI for fucked up individual or financially unified individual, depending who you are. At FUI SEV, SEV, FUI SEV. That's all platforms. You can YouTube it, you can Google it, you can do whatever, iTunes, Spotify. At FUI SEV. You know, the first songs that I'm going to be releasing are free. The first mixtape is called the first. This is free. Wait, what is it called? I don't even know what the name of my own shit is. That's how you know. Man. all right. The first hit is free. Is the name of the mixtape. So at FUI SEV on Instagram, Spotify, and the mixtape is called The First Hit is Free. There's going to be about 7 to 8 songs on there, all for free, all free to download. They're more good music, and we're doing a lot. So just look out. If you do any music stuff related, you produce, you make music, you do film, you're an actress, you're a model, you're inspiring, whatever, please hit me up. We could definitely make something work. I have a lot of networking people, and we could get this Jersey thing off the ground.
Look out for FUI everywhere.
FUI everywhere, and the creative block is the shit.
All right, so thank you guys for listening. Again, Creators Block merch and creatorsblock.com. It's in virtually every platform too. And also Elvis, aka Elvis Likes Photos, virtually in every platform. And again, thank you, Sev.
Hey, pleasure being here. We're done?
Yeah, we should.
Oh man, that was fun.
Yeah, right?